Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button so you're notified when I put out new stuff. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I got a couple of prize pick props I like for today. They're coming from the MLB. First player I'm looking at is Dakota Hudson, St. Louis. His prop on Prizepicks is 2.5, and we're looking at his strikeout prop. And as you can see, he's went over 2.5 in his last 10. 4 out of 10 times. That's 48% hit rate. Look at his last 5. He's done it 2 out of 5 times. That is a 40% hit rate. And let's look if he has anything against Baltimore this year. He's a St. Louis pitcher. Nothing versus Baltimore. Let's look at all of his 2022, 2023. 48% hit rate in all those games. Pretty middle of the road pitching matchup to batter matchup, I think, today versus Baltimore. And as you can see over here, Baltimore in his last 10 is pretty much, sometimes they have struck out more than the projected line against the pitcher, and sometimes they haven't. I think 2.5 is low. Decent favorite over here at most of the sports books to go over 2.5, -125 at FanDuel, Caesars -137, PointBet -130, Betty at MGM -135, and DraftKings -135. So pretty decent favorite. I think he does go over 2.5 strikeouts tonight. Nothing here is telling me differently. So I like Dakota Hudson to go over 2.5 strikeouts for tonight. Second player we're looking at is coming from the Milwaukee game. We're looking at Billy Woodruff, Milwaukee. We're looking at his 7.5 strikeouts. Pretty hefty number. So let's look at this. For 2022, 2023, he's went over this mark 49% of the time. Let's look at his last 30. Probably pretty much the same. Last 30, 50% of the time. Let's look at his last 10. Last 10, he's went over 50% of the time. And we'll look at his last 5. 2 out of 5 games he's went over. So that is 40%. Let's look at the odds over here. Pretty decent favorite. Well, no. Caesars, he's a pretty heavy favorite, I think. -139 to go over 7.5. DraftKings got it about even on both sides, -110, -115. Same FanDuel has him pretty heavy favorite to go under. And the rest, they just got him pretty even, Seems like they don't, know which way to go on this. I don't think he has the greatest matchup versus right-handed pitching. Red is bad for Woodruff. Green is good. And another thing I'm looking at over here, if you look at the historical lines, first Miami in the last, since 8:30, they have not went over the projected strikeout prop against the starting pitcher. And just look at the last few. 9-9 Aaron, the prop was 6.5. They struck out 6 times. Against Sanchez, 4.5 was the prop. They struck out 4 times. And it goes on and on back to 8:30 of this, of this year. They have not went over that strikeout prop against the starting pitcher. And again, here I'm going to go with the numbers. We're going to take Brandon Woodruff under 7.5 strikeouts for tonight. So those are a couple plays I like. The tool that I use is prop.cash. You've seen here, we can go get some valuable information quickly to determine which way we're going to go on these props. Link is down in the description. You can trail my plays over on Patreon. Link is down in the description. I think all my plays are up for today. So at least my Prizepicks plays are up for today. Link is down in the description. You can trail those over on Patreon. Go ahead, like, subscribe. All those things would be greatly appreciated. Hit that notification button so you'll be notified when I put out new stuff. See you in the next video.